So fraudsters like to find where CPMs are really high, where there's a lot of value and where it's easy to siphon some of that value out of the ecosystem. And CTV is a great example of that. It's growing rapidly, standards are still being developed, and it's high CPMs. So one thing that we need to do is have signal. Signal is telemetry. It's insights on the device. It's what is happening. And we use that in order to detect anomalous behavior that's indicative of fraud.
So device meaning apps, phones or smart TVs or?
Yeah, this can be anything, right? So cybersecurity is our job, not our hobby. So we think of it in terms of attack vectors. So when you have a CTV viewing experience or an OTT viewing experience, we like to think about what are the points of exposure and how do we protect it. So one is the app, what it claims to be. Next is the device, what it claims to be. Is this indeed a CTV device, or is it a mobile phone pretending to be CTV? Is the SSAI stitching into a real stream? And the last one, it's a little cheesy, but is there humanity in the end user device?
So there's many aspects of fraud, and of course we understand that part of it is bots, these that impersonate people, and how do you deal with that?
Yeah, so we have to look at those 4 points of exposure and how do we protect against that. Is the app what it claims to be? There are some standards in place like app-ads.txt. But this was built mobile first. That was how it was designed. So it missed some of the complexities inherent in CTV, right? There are adaptations to that with inventory partner domain, but it's not universally seen. So bots are able to sort of eschew that checkpoint. Next is the device, what it claims to be. There are great frameworks and initiatives that are new in progress and being implemented today. Roku's ad watermark is a great one. When we see that watermark, we know that this is very likely a Roku device. IAB has ads.cert 2.0, which is another excellent way for device attestation, so confirming that the device is what it claims to be. And then for SSAI, is the stitcher real? This is still incredibly complicated because of all of the server-to-server communication that happens in delivering CTV ads. SSAI is fantastic for delivering broadcast quality for the CTV ad experience, but server-to-server communication without any client-side telemetry really limits whether you can accurately tell whether this is a real stream. And then the last one is their indicators of a human on the other end of the screen, right? No TV off and ad still playing, and there are ways to solve for this as well. I think it's a heartbeat mechanism. This could be skippable ads, or it could be kind of the badge of shame, the "are you still watching" right now? That's a great indicator that there is a human on the other end of the device when they say, "Yes, I am." So these are all ways that we can help protect investment.
So tell us what offline analysis means and what you're finding.
Oh, sure. So signal collection on device and at runtime is so important, but we also need an offline analysis mechanism. There's a symbiotic relationship between the two. And by that, I mean we have to scrape the App Store, look at downloads, reviews, check developers, the domains where these apps say they are. And when we combine that with on-device telemetry, that creates a really strong, high-fidelity confirmation that this is a human viewing a device that is a real app and real content. And that's the kind of view that we need to have.
So tell us about standards and what you would like to see happen.
Yeah, so it is so important to have a transparently transacted impression and to demand collective protection in the ecosystem. There is security in that, and then there is power in requiring all entities to comply with standards. And that is how we can have a trustworthy, clean, and human industry.